SN Sports TV. Sam and Chris here from the main bowl of the Shell Energy Stadium. MLS is back, opening weekend. I mean, we saw Houston Dynamo play the 1-1 draw here this evening. I mean, Chris, during the first half, I want to hear your honest opinion as regards how they performed in the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think the first 45 minutes, Dynamo didn't play so good, but with the kind of injuries they've had and having played a Champions League game over the week, midweek and now, so you can understand that the team was a little bit fatigued playing Sporting Kansas that have not played any game, no Champions League. So I think that had an effect in their performance. But if you look at the second 45 minutes, the game changed. And, with the swap of Ali Ibrahim going to the wing, that kind of changed the game a little bit. And the removals of Reigns from the midfield, I think Reigns in the first half was a little bit jittery with the balls, not making the right decisions at the right time. But when it was brought out and someone that came for him, the game kind of solidified and the second half was way better than the first half. Yeah,
just like you said, getting to the final third was kind of an issue for Houston in the first 45 minutes. Coco trying to do all he could, but he couldn't really get the ball to Ali. I think Ali was a little bit under pressure, trying to do more than he normally does because of the way he performed midweek against St. Louis. Trying to replicate such performance, and for the fans, having trust in him. But in the second half, he came alive. That header that he gave to Gepsig, who had his dream debut. I mean, how can you describe that moment?
That was a fantastic moment. A beautiful goal too, well taken. Pure striker's instinct kind of goal, because if you see, it was a tight corner off close on the arc of the 5 arc on the penalty spot, and do flying header. That was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, playing Aliyu as a centre forward versus playing him from the flank. Where do you think he will fit in more and be more effective for the team?
Well, this game, Aliyu played 90 minutes in this game, and he played 2 different positions in the first and the second half. Yeah. So it's pretty clear he's a better player from the wings because he knows how to dribble. He's a little bit skillful. He has pace. He can hold the ball and run. Yeah, and speed. But while he was up front, you saw that he was a little bit off the whole game. Like, he was cut off from the game because the kind of game they were playing, you need a striker that can go back to the midfield and
drop deep, bring the ball, join the attack.
Forward. But he wasn't doing that. But so it was off the game. But in the second half, when the coach Ben Olsen switched his position and put him to the wing, he started seeing more of the ball. He started showing more promise, and he played way better in the second half.
Peter Vermes, coach of the Sporting Kansas, great milestone, 500
games, amazing.
With one team, the first MLS coach to do that. And you heard when I spoke to him, say he wasn't even aware of it until today. And it could have been a dream celebration for him had the team.
It's still a good celebration to come in here to take a spread. The last time Sporting Kansas came here, they lost a MLS playoff spot.
Yeah.
So the last time they came here, so they lost to taking 1 point first game. I think that was a decent result for the coach. It was a good start for them.
Him being the first MLS coach to do that. I mean, we've been covering MLS for the past 5 seasons now. How do you feel, that you watch Peter Vermes get his 500th match in charge for Sporting Kansas?
I think it's amazing. It just shows that Sporting Kansas are doing something right, and they have what they call consistency. A club that retains a coach, obviously they have a plan that they're working towards, and the coach is in their plan for the future. Not like teams that are coached that
coaches come and go.
Come and go. That kind of disrupts the system of the team. You have to start building all over again. Like Houston, you can tell that with Ben Austin. Houston is building all over again. They're building way faster than I thought, to be honest, because last season was like a dream come true. But they are building because Ben Austin is still new in the system. So that alone shows that Sporting Kansas have what they call consistency, and they're on the right track.
On the right track. Now let's look at other matches from across the league as LAFC got a 2-1 home win over Seattle Sounders. And also Christian Benteke dunking a hat-trick over the Young Revolution. How sweet do you think that would be for Benteke?
It's going to be amazing because I know the time Benteke was signed first to DC, part of the reason he was signed as a superstar, a player not just playing for the Belgium national team, player that has tested European football, that's also performed at the highest level of soccer. For you to come here and start struggling to score goals, it was a little bit disappointing for his fans. But him scoring a hat-trick on the first game of the season, that is a statement that, I'm Benteke and I'm back.
Columbus Group Feeling champions got a 1-0 home win over Atlanta United. Gucho Hernandez started from where he left off last season, getting the solitary goal for the MLS champions. I mean, Columbus Crew, do you think they have what it takes to defend their crown this season?
Well, they won the game today by Chucho Hernandez scoring the goal. So if you watch that game, they were in control from the beginning to the end. So you see, why Columbus Crew might also be a team to watch is they have the same crop of players that won the championship last season. They just suffer from injuries, so it's the same formation, the same formula, except other teams can catch up to what they did differently last season. And Columbus Crew are also going to be very dangerous this season for myself.
Hugo Lloris making his debut in the MLS.
Good save.
Home win for LAFC over Seattle Sounders.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were speaking off camera, that LAFC is the poster child of what teams want to be in the MLS. Even though Inter Miami are doing that with some fatigued old boys, but LAFC, every season they must have a superstar that they brought in, a season goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris. How sweet do you think that debut win for Hugo Lloris will be?
It was a very sweet win, because if you watch the game, you saw he made a couple of decent saves, imposing why he's the number one and he's the star of the team. I think that also would boost his confidence. He had a beautiful debut. He made a save, or they considered a penalty kick, which is a penalty. Keepers, is when it comes to penalties, 50-50. But apart from that, it was a great game for LAFC in general. You saw Bawanga do his runs as usual, running down the defense, and they mixed a couple of chances, but LAFC are just, LAFC. That's it.
Only one Texas team got a win in the opening. That is FC Dallas. 2-1 win over San Jose Earthquake, and Austin FC got thumped at home by Minnesota 2-1. Remember, I told you during our preview of the season that Austin FC, their debut season, they overachieved.
Yeah. True.
And they started this season with a home defeat. I mean, looking at the three Texas teams, which of them, I mean, it might be too early to say that, but at least we can really see from, to project the future. Which of the three teams do you think can go further in this season?
It's too early to say that, I'm sorry. It's way too early for that right now, man.
All right, Sam and Chris here. This is Around the MLS show with Sam on ASN Sport, with Sam and Chris on ASN Sports TV. Like I said, this season we got you covered with everything happening in the MLS. Just go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us on all our social media platforms, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, because we got you. A lot of things coming on our step. So, Chris, before we wrap it up tonight, all the games played today, which one do you think stand out for you?
Well, the LAFC. Not because of that. You know why? Because you see, I watched the game against Inter Miami and Inter Miami
and
Red Salt Lake. It's like I was watching a high school team play. It was so disappointing. I'm like, this is supposed to be an MLS game. So watching the LAFC game, it was a relief from the disaster I watched Inter Miami play. So that's why I said it was a good game. And this game's over this weekend. Look at this game. This one time was also very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
You won't take nothing away from Dynamo, regardless of their injuries and all the disappointment they had, losing the midweek and Champions League to St. Louis and coming here. They had a good performance. So it's all around it's really welcome to MLS. The games are back. No, not the dry ones, but the interesting ones with a lot of goals, a lot of actions, and moments that will live forever.
For our fans, man, thank you for joining us, and we'll go bring you again later with 2 of the Around the MLS show with Sam and Chris on ASN Sports TV. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.